Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Etcetera with the Woodards. I'm your host for this evening, Craig Woodard Sr., and this is episode 116 on Blox's Media 92.7 FM HD2, WICU HD2. Hey, I want to take a second and thank my sponsors, Ray Dickerson, the three-time state champ, Hall of Famer Ray Dickerson. Thank you so much. Also, Christopher A. Molesky, my former teammate. Thank you for supporting me and sponsoring me. I appreciate it, fellas. Okay, listen, I have a special guest that I'm going to get to here. I want to tell him what I think about him in just a second. So let me pull him out. You guys remember this guy. It's been a long time since you've seen an interview with him on Erie Media, which I can still consider myself Erie Media, because you know how I do. Let me bring on Superman himself, Michael Blanks. What up, boy? What up?
What's up, Craig? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm wonderful, man. How are you, man?
I am so thankful, man. I can't say I can't complain. You know, I'm alive, brother. I'm thankful.
Yes,
I'm blessed.
It is so good to see you, man. It is
it's great. It's great to see you, dude. I haven't seen you, Craig, in like, what, almost 30, 40 years.
Yes, it's late 90s. Late 90s.
80, yeah, wow. So, yeah, man, what's going on? It's great to see what you're doing, man. This is
Thank
awesome.
you, bro. Thanks. Before we get started, I want to tell you this, man. You are, 4 years older than me. You know, you were a senior when I was a freshman at Mercyhurst. And I remember coming down to watch you play your senior year. And my favorite player is Michael Jordan. Here you wore number 23. You know, Strong Vincent was black, white, and red. And the way that you played your game, I was in awe as a freshman. You were my hero. You were somebody I looked up to, man. And I just admired your game, and I was just like in awe of Michael Blanks. And then we became really good friends. Yeah. But now over the course of years, we've been talking on the phone. Yesterday, we talked for 2 hours on the phone, and I'm just sitting here tripping because my boy is my hero. You know what I mean? But I finally get a chance to tell you that, man.
You're trying to get me to be really emotional right now, bro.
I'm pulling my boy Firestone.
I'm just very thankful and blessed I was able to, hopefully inspire someone. You know what I mean? Just like as someone would inspire me too. So, dude, I'm. Words can only say so much, dude. I'm very thankful that I was able to be an impact inside your life, man. You know what I mean?
You really, truly were, man. You really were, and it's such a pleasure to have you on the show, and you're committed without question, and a person of your caliber and the schedule that you have out there in Hollywood, man. It's been something else. So I appreciate you taking the time to join me tonight, man. I appreciate it. Really do.
Bro, when you sent me that message, I was like, boom, tell me the time, date, and I'm there. Yes. You know that. Come on. This is like family to me.
Absolutely.
You know so when I heard you was doing, especially doing your podcast and how you were just bringing people back to their hometown and give everybody an update on what's going on in their lives. You know what I mean? I mean, I think that's great. That's awesome what you're doing, bro.
I appreciate you letting me share your story, because we got a lot to talk about, man. And we're gonna go an hour tonight. We're gonna go an hour tonight. We couldn't fit it in a half hour, man. But your story needs to be heard. And a lot of people are gonna learn some stuff. They're gonna learn today.
Yeah, we kind of like got a head start. Everybody yesterday, we had like a 2-hour, conversation. I was like, "Are you sure 30 minutes is gonna be long enough?" I was like, "I think we're gonna need more than that, bro."
You're right about that. All right, let's dig in. Let's get started. So I wanna take everybody back in the day. Of course, you're one out of 17 kids. Is it
Yes, yes,
one
one out of
out of
17.
what
I,
number are you?
I'm the caboose.
You
I'm the last of the Mohegans. Yeah.
he's the baby. Okay.
I'm number
So
17.
the Blanks family, number 17. Talk about what area of town in Erie, Pennsylvania you grew up in, and what was life like, not only just in that area, but in the Blanks household.
Oh wow. Well, I grew up on Third Street.
Okay.
Um, Life in my house was, dude, it was a ball of fun. Think about this. Me growing up, I remember there was 11 inside the house, and we only had like 4 bedrooms.
Oh wow.
Yes, my mom and dad had a room, and then one of my older brothers, Charles, when he was living at the time, he had a bedroom, and then there's one side room. There was like four, I want to say, see, me, John, Irene, David, Marie, Kenny. So there were like 8 of us in one room, like bunk beds, like bunk beds.
Oh my
And then
God.
my dad built like an annex room in the back for 2 of my older brothers that was then at the house at that time. So
Okay.
that's what I remember on Third Street, man. It was like 11 of us inside like a 3-bedroom house,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of you know laughs,
Yeah.
fun. Of course,
Yeah.
you always
Yeah.
gotta show a little of
I'm
these,
about to say, especially when it probably came to food, right? Who had the last piece of chicken?
Well, that was the thing about it. When you have a family like that, and then you got a mom and dad who cook so well.
Yeah.
Like my older brothers would come home in the morning, like on Saturdays before we go into. My dad had like a hauling business, like
Hmm.
used to pick up people garbage, and my mom she'd get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and make breakfast for us. She would make biscuits,
Hmm.
and if you didn't wake up at a certain time,
Yeah.
you was either eating cereal or some toasted bread or peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Man, I've been thousands of times where I'll wake up too late and I go. I'm like, I only get one biscuit,
Any of the
one
family got
sausage.
one biscuit.
Yeah, man. Like
Oh
all my
my.
brothers, everybody, the whole family would just come. We just gather and have a great time, eat breakfast, and go on by our day, man. Do the work. You know.
A lot of love in your family. Of course, many people in Erie know everybody in the Blanks family, man. But when you speak about your family, I see kind of an aura about you when you speak
Oh.
about your family, man. So I know you guys were close. I know you. I don't want you to pick any favorites, but who were you the closest with? And can I guess first?
Go ahead.
Let me guess. I'm gonna guess, and I am gonna say you were close to all of them, no doubt, but
Yeah.
probably the closest to John.
Yeah. Well, he's 3.5 years older than me. So yeah,
Yes.
me and John were the closest. I mean, like, so let me just tell you a little bit how I
Yep.
actually got involved in basketball.
Yes. Please do.
I remember one time I just if you know anything about the Blanks, we like hamburgers and French fries, right? And we like Karo syrup. So we put Karo syrup over our biscuits or over our hamburgers and French fries. And
Yeah.
one day I just finished cooking some hamburgers and French fries. I'm inside the kitchen, I'm getting ready to eat. And my brother John comes home from the Boys and Girls Club.
Mhm.
And North Carolina and Georgetown are playing the national championship
Mhm.
on
Yep.
TV. And he's like screaming in his ear, "Oh, Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't like basketball, but I like Patrick Ewing. I like Georgetown because I like the
Yeah.
colors, the blue and gray.
Hmm.
And I like the sneakers they were wearing back in the time in the day too. Those Nikes, I forgot what they call them, but they had a really cool like Nike colorway. It was like blue and gray, navy blue and gray.
Yep.
And John would always talk about Jordan this, James Worthy this, and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to eat. Like I could care less about the basketball. I'm just trying to eat. And then Michael Jordan hit that last shot, and he was screaming and yelling. I'm sitting there going like, all right, Michael Jordan.
Mm.
I said, cool, all right. And then you know, around that same time, John was playing for Storm Vincent Colonels.
Mm-hmm.
They were on their way to the state champ. You know, that same year, they were on their way to the state championship. The following year, actually, yeah, the following year.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I still had no interest in basketball.
Okay.
All I liked to do was I like to break dance, pop,
Yeah.
and I like art. You know, that's all I
Yes.
did. But I always knew like I had a gift of jumping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, jumping. I had a great jumping ability, but I didn't really know too much what to do with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So that summer of going into my 8th grade year, I went to Boston, Massachusetts. I stayed with my brother Billy for that summer. And
Okay.
when I went there, I was probably maybe 5'3",
Okay.
5'2", 5'3". And that summer when I came back, I was about 5'9", 5'10". And
Wow.
yeah, I grew
Growth
like,
spurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 8
Yeah.
inches, bro.
That's cool.
Put
Man,
it this way,
that's
I remember, like I said, I like break dancing and stuff like that. I remember going there and I came back. Remember the pleather pants?
yeah.
So I had a pair of black pleather pants. I used
Yeah.
to always wear. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson, right?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I went to put on my pants. I was like, man, my pants are really short. They were flooded. I'm like, so I'm like, I don't have to pull my pants up anymore if I want to, spin and do the moonwalk.
You're like,
And
no, not these, no.
So my brother Kenny picks me up at the airport, and the first place we go to was the Martin Luther King Center. And
Okay.
I'm like, why are we going to the King Center? Should I be going home? Go to
Yeah.
the King Center. You know, John and Anthony Dickens, Kevin Beard,
Yeah.
Dean Otis. I mean, all the guys, they were there. And I'm like standing in the doorway with my brother Kenny. And he looks over, he said, man, how tall are you? I was like, I don't know, like 5'10". You know, he said, you're almost the same height as me. I don't know. Then he goes, can you dunk a basketball? I was like, I never really like tried it. I mean, I told you about the little basketball hoop we had in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We just run off we could run off the tree and dunk it. But it was
Yeah.
never like an attempt where I actually went to a basketball court and actually tried it.
Okay.
So we at the Martin Luther King Center. My brother King was like, can you dunk a ball? I said, I don't know. He said, let me see you try it.
Yeah.
And dude, I swear to God, that year was also the year where the NBA brought back the dunk contest.
Okay.
I believe it was 1983.
Okay.
And it was Dr. J, Larry Nance, Dominique Wilkins. I think Clyde Drexler might have been in that one.
Okay.
Sure. But the dunk that I remember the most, and I think because also watching the playback of the 76ers and the LA Clippers and the LA Lakers in the championship where Doc does the cradle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the first dunk I tried.
Are you? Wait a minute. Wait, what grade were you in 8th grade at that time?
Yeah, I was in there going like, well, okay. I'm thinking of dunks. I'm like, well, this is dunk right here. I like this dunk right here. So I was like, I'm going to try it. So I tried it. And then I missed it. I guess I tried to dunk it to her. I missed it. And I kind of like saw the response of the crowd. And the people were like, oh, man, did y'all see that? John's little brother can dunk. I was like, in my brain, I'm sitting there going, I do like responses like that, because I was always known for my dancing. Like, man, Mike, John brother can dance and stuff like that. So John always hide me like in the back and then be like, all right, Mike, you ready? And I would come out, do my dancing, and kind of like burn everybody else and leave. And I had to remind John, like, all right, you owe me a bag of Gibbles, a comic book, and some teas and treat.
That was the ball back in the day. Yeah.
That's all I needed. I'm good. Yeah. So yeah, man, and that was like my first attempt in dunking. Actually on a 10-foot hoop.
And that sparked the interest for you in basketball.
No, that ain't even Craig. Even that right there didn't even spark the interest. I just like the I guess the emotions and response to that guy. I was like, oh wow, there's a talent. There's a talent that somebody likes.
Right.
So in my brain, I'm thinking like, 'cause when I dance, I used to always practice doing certain moves, and if I feel like something would catch somebody's attention, I'll do it again. So when I saw the attention that I got when I tried to dunk, dude, all I did was just, oh my goodness, this I got to get somewhere I can hold this. This phone keep falling. Sorry about that. All right, so I just thought about how I can get everybody's attention. So like for that whole 8th grade going into my 9th grade year, that's all I did was practice dunks.
Yeah.
And I entered my first dunk contest as a 9th grader against 3 college players and 2 seniors in high school. I don't know if you remember Michael Barnett?
From Meadville, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first competition was against Mike Barnett.
Against Mike
Barnett.
And he had a brother, was it Don Barnett?
Donald Barnett.
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So my first dunk contest was against Mike Barnett. I was in 9th grade, bro.
How'd you do?
I took 3rd place.
Okay. And
I think the reason why I took 3rd place was because I was in 9th grade and they didn't want a 9th grade
showing up.
Yeah.
They were older too. I know. Were they seniors when you were a freshman? Or was
Yeah, they were seniors. No, actually, I think Mike was a junior.
And Mike
was a junior.
Don was a junior. Okay,
Mike was a junior, and Donald was my age. I think he was in the 9th grade. Yeah.
Okay.
But he was taller than Michael. He was taller than Michael.
Gotcha.
So after that dunk contest, my brother Raymond, he was my dunk coach. He was like, "Don't worry about it, Mike." He said, "Next year, you win it."
Yeah.
And sure enough, I came back.
I mean, did anyone question it next year?
I had a whole bunch of surprises for them. I was like, you got to come with it to win this one because ain't nobody going to win this dunk contest because I'm doing some things that I don't think your average 10th grader can do at that time.
Absolutely. Hey, this is a perfect time for me to share this video. I want to share this video that I put together. I think you will appreciate this. Let me get this pulled up real quick here. See if I got the right one. Here we go. Now we all know about the vertical inch, 52 inches, and people don't, they 52 inches. I don't know. Let me show you guys something. let me pull this up real quick and start this. All right, here we go.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
Raptors.
You've been saying you want more.
Yes,
Sound is
sir.
hype, and we're sure that you feel
sir.
real
Look
good
where my
when
elbows
you're
at.
part of a kid and
Yeah.
great
Cross right there.
adventure.
I think it's
Look at
time
this.
to make the floor
That's
burn.
my boy,
What I'm
D.
saying
Dave
is,
Henderson.
it's your turn to do things you've always wanted to. Here's the jam
From kid and play to you. Listen up to what I'm saying here. Work it out, or you ain't staying here.
Troopers and
Make
troopers.
sure I tell you about that dunk.
Listen
okay?
close, don't
Okay,
blow this
okay.
To
chance.
get next to the opposite sex, it means
If you ain't down, use the exit.
just like Brutus. We
Wow.
always do this on the strip,
That's
y'all.
Steph
We
Curry
do
right
this
there.
my way.
Elbow.
Yes, sir. That's a different feeling.
This symphony was
There we
composed
go.
by me. Now
Empty
you're
heaven.
in jeopardy. Like the kiss of death to my foes, MCs are falling like dominoes. Oppose me, you must be
Big stack
a little
right there.
crazy. Gonna unleash the
Yeah.
sound
I remember
and
that
the
one.
fury.
That's it.
Hook up for Mike
Look at
real
it.
quick. It's a habit I just can't kick. When I'm getting loud, the crowd will be in ecstasy. They'll rush the stage to get next to me. Let me pick the girl that's giving sex to me. It's time to collect my feet. Ladies by my side, rip
I had
it,
to let
run
them know
it,
about
stick
that
it,
sting,
gun it.
Craig.
Boy, still
Yeah.
stunning. Heard
Look
those
at that.
instructors.
Wow.
Where's the trumpets?
Wow.
Give me the beat and I'll pump this my way.
That's a devil poop outside at Venice Beach, man.
Wow. Here's your son. Look at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Come on, bro.
This is you on 52 right here?
Now I'm
That's me
here
at
to
54.
rhyme. It's time to slay. You've heard the
54.
kid, now it's time for play. Rocking the beat that her programs. It makes no dip cause I'm so
James
damn
Worthy.
deaf.
That's James
And I
Worthy.
get this
James
not
Worthy
ever.
played
There's no
101.
fuss. It's just
Yeah.
me
I
devastating,
retired him that
debating.
day.
None of that in my domain. I'm the captain.
Oh, man.
Wow, bro.
Incredible. You like that, though? First of all,
Oh yeah, you have some
Like
highlights. You have some highlights. You have some photos I haven't seen in a long time.
brother does his homework, boy. Hey,
Right,
man.
right.
So we talk about as leapers
Uh-huh.
and dunkers, man. We talk about, hey, man. Back in the day, I used to do this and this and that. Listen, you just showed me some receipts of your resume, and 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 you can see why I admired you so much back in the day, man. It was just extremely impressive, but 52-inch vertical. Um, wow. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
bro.
know. I don't
Yeah,
know. What
dude. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I just I think because I practiced something so much, and then I believed, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be in my head that I wanted to be like considered as one of the highest jumpers in the world.
Yes.
And it was something that I always just practiced and practiced. I wanted to be somebody different, And
Mm-hmm.
I think what inspired me most to get to that point was somebody was always challenging me. Like the one time I was telling you when I went to, I was going to play basketball. It was with Shaq, Baron
Mm-hmm.
Davis, um, Magic Johnson, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops. This is when the NBA was introducing WNBA.
Yep.
And
Late '90s.
I literally just walked to the gym, no stretch. They already running up and down the court. And Magic seen me walk in. He's like, blanks, O'Neal, Davis. What's the guy from Philadelphia? Skinny. He was a good jumper too. He was 6'5". He got
Philly.
there before Kobe got there. What's his name? I think he went to Temple too.
Hmm.
Me, we're all and me, him, and then Lisa Leslie all on the same team.
Okay.
So Shaq tells Magic, he said, Magic, he's like, Herb, I'm playing point guard, right? He said,
Right.
just on this possession. And he looked at, and Shaq looked over and, called me and said, yo, man, I'm going to throw you alley-oop on the right side, all right? I want you to go
Uh-huh.
get it. I want you to go get it. So I felt like, Shaq was like, I'm going to introduce my boy, to everybody so they know what's going on. Herb said, all right, let's go. Play.
Yeah.
Shaq looks at me and goes like this, and he threw it up. Craig, I'm cutting to the basket, and I'm looking. I'm like, I got to go get this.
Diesel.
I'm like, I really got to go get this. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I got up there.
Yes.
Dude, I'm sitting there. I'm telling you, I'm sitting like this over the rim, caught the ball, and it just, boom, threw it in. And the whole gym just went quiet. And everybody was kind of like, who is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Hello.
yeah. Shaq had a way of doing like stuff like that, like introducing to people, like getting the crowd like all hyped up and like,
Yeah.
oh, question. And then after we won the game, we finished playing, we sitting down, getting ready, just a little talking a little bit and get ready for the next round. And before I did that, Shaq was like, yo, man, can you touch the top of the backboard? I was like, I don't know. I said, nah. I was like, I never tried to. He's like, man, if you saw how you was, I said, no. I said, as far as that, how it ever went, he's like, I put my hand over the top of the square.
Right.
He said, nah. He said, nah. He said, I don't know about that. I think you can touch the backboard. I said, I don't know. I said, let me go try it and see.
Yeah.
We right there in the moment. Now I'm already hyped up because he shot me an alley-oop from juiced up. I played a good first game. I think I might have had 5 out of the 13 points we went to. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm already hyped up. And then now Shaq is hyping me up. So I go up. He said, let me see you go up on the glass. I go up on the glass and dude, I kid you not.
Yeah.
Right in the guy. I was probably about maybe 6 inches from the top of the backboard.
Oh my gosh. Man, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I mean, I've seen you in action. I've seen obviously some receipts. I've seen what you are capable of, and that is crazy.
Yeah, well, I think what it is, I think sometimes when You say, how you sit on, you might be at the park or something like that. He'd be like, "Oh man, remember that guy such and such? He used to do this and this and that." And then it's almost like, you got the younger version and they listen to you tell the story. He'd be like, "Man, he be already telling stories, man. You don't know what he's talking about, man." And then all of a sudden, like for me, it's like when somebody says something, I got to see it.
Yes.
Like, "Oh, you can do this." I'm like, "All right, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a video. Here's a photo."
Yeah.
None of those things can lie. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do I gain lying? Like, I just show you the facts. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, I got another story for you to tell if you can remember this one. In the chat here, Jeremy Smith says, tell Craig about the dude you dunked on because he kept fouling you in the 3-on-3 tournament downtown. Do you remember that?
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh my goodness, we had a lot of great 3-on-3 battle tournament, and that was one thing. Like on You Love Erie days, when they did the Gus Mackers back in the day, used to get a lot of great talent, great ability. Some of the Gannon University players used to also play in it too. So it was always turned up. You know what I mean? It was a lot of good players from Titusville, a lot of good players from Franklin, a lot of guys from Edinburgh University, Mercer's Prep. It was like. It was on back in the day, man. It was on back in the day. I don't know how it is now, but back in the day, there was a lot of talented, athletic people back then. And one guy just kept fouling me, bro. And I was just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to make a stop right now. So like one time, I was just like, I just turned around, drop step, did like a little back, like Daryl Dawkins, and just like boom, and he was just like, "Oh snap! I don't woke up a beast." I was so tired of just getting slapped and beat up, man. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put a stop to this real quick." And everybody kind of like just got fearful at that moment, like, I ain't guarding him no more. I'm good,
I got somebody in the chat here who is living off of a play that they did, right? Let's see if you remember it. The twins, Terry and Jerry Roberts from Tech. Terry says, Mike. Now, would you please give me my props? Just the thought about blocking your dunk. Do you remember that?
Can you ask him why he jumped? I give him a good effort, but nah, ain't nobody blocking my dunk.
Didn't happen.
I give him a good effort.
Moving on. Hey, listen. The days back at the Audi playing, and it's not like it was. Back in the day, man. It was an adventure. We had so many great athletes playing on there, and it was showtime. And like I said at the beginning of the show, me, coming down and watching you play, it was just, man, you get some popcorn and sit back. I'm about to watch the show.
Craig, if I can for a quick moment.
Yes,
I gotta give a big shout out to Dave Motown Morris, man.
I was gonna come to that.
If it was, you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up next. Okay. Just your thoughts on playing high school ball in the Audi in front of so many people like myself that came to watch you perform. What feeling did you get? Was it one of those same feelings that you got when you got the response from your first dunk and you're like, I like when people, kind of go nuts like that? Was it like that playing?
Yeah. It was a great feeling, but it was also a nervous feeling too, because it was like in my brain, I was sitting there going like, man, there's a lot of people out there. What happens if I don't? What happens if I don't get no Showtime dunk? What if I don't get no alley-oop? Maybe what if I don't get no drop step? Maybe it's just a game where I just play a basic fundamental drop step off the glass, drop, layup, rebound, layup, and I was nervous at every game before every game. I was so nervous. Because it's like when you go out there, I mean, Gannon at that time, I think it might have hold maybe 3,200 people or something like that. And a lot of the games that would be sold out is mostly the city games like Tech, Prep, Academy, East, Mercyhurst. You know, all those city games were always jam packed because we all played back to back. And then, and if it was like a favorite player or a guy you knew playing on the opposite team, you would stay and watch. You'd be like, okay, I know a highlight's gonna happen. Like Lester Jimerson played for Tech. He was a high jumper too. So everybody was like, okay, Lester's playing. Let's watch Lester. Carmen Williams and all those guys. You know, I can go down the list like all these guys that were great, where you feel like it was gonna be a great game or something special was gonna happen. We always stayed and watched the other players. You know, it was kind of like it was more like a support thing.
Right,
you know?
right. And just for the record, you know, we're talking about receipts and all this stuff. Terry Roberts just admitted that he was looking at the bottom of your Jordans when you went up. So that you were correct. You were correct.
Oh, bro, I got an alley-oop so bad one time on Tech. I remember Jeffrey Johnson. He was like our camera guy. Yeah, and he was, you know, in that kiddie corner underneath the, just above the racetrack where you walk and go to the. I think on the left side, I think it was the ladies' locker room or the guest locker room. Like
where you got the snacks at? Down that side?
Yeah.
Or the other side? Snacks,
so he's up there shooting the camera. And William Sampson, Buggy. Remember Buggy Sampson? Yeah. He was the same way. Buggy was used to just throw the ball up there. I'd be like, Bug, you throw me an alley-oop, just throw it up by the top of the square. And I'll go get it. And this play right here, I guess he was a little bit excited. But I was like, I got to go get it. And I went and got it. You know, I was up and I threw it in. And at the end of the game, Jeffrey Johnson was like, Mike, dude, did you know how high you was when you caught the alley-oop? I was like, nah, because in the moment, I'm just trying to catch the ball and throw it in, you know? Yeah. He said, dude, he was like, both your elbows were over the rim. I was like, I just kind of like looked at him and like laughed. I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, whatever. He's like, nah, wait till you see the video. And when I saw the video, I was like, that's me. I was like, that's me. I was like, I was up, you know. Like I never actually get the benefit of seeing how high I really jump until I either see a photo or I see the video. You know, in that moment, I'm so excited and I just want to catch it and hopefully, like I said, I'll get a reaction to it. You know,
adrenaline's running and it's from a different lens and a different perspective as other people. The spectators see something amazing. So, you know, you told me at one point that David Motown Morris was one that really kept you playing basketball. Tell me your story about how Motown kind of influenced you.
Well, I got to give a lot of credit thanks to Alan Poole. He was one of the counselors, directors over at Martin Luther King. And he used to always try to get me like do post moves and practice dribbling the ball. I just had no interest into it. I just wanted to jump. All I wanted to do was jump. I just wanted to jump, dunk. Yeah. He was like, yo, man, he said, you're so talented, you're so athletic, bro. He was like, you should really like try to learn this ball game. I mean, dude, I couldn't dribble the ball, I couldn't shoot the ball, but I was just very athletic, you know. And I remember that 9th grade summer going into my 10th grade year, Alan Poole introduced me to Dave Morris, played for Gannon University. And he was like my height. He was like, I think 6'2", 6'3". And he kind of like just took me under his wing, man. He would take me to the park. We would practice dribbling, post moves and stuff like that. And then he was also athletic too. I mean, he was like the first guy to break a backboard with one hand off the drop step. So I was like, that's my guy right there. I was like, I was like, I want to be like him. And then, you know, have an opportunity, chance to meet him, hang out, and learn from him, man. I do. I give thanks to him all the time, bro. Because, like I said, I would have never probably played basketball. I started late too. Yeah.
And you played what 3 years? You said for Strong Vincent, and then after high school. This is a part that I want you to kind of get into for me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We found this. This is a receipt. We found this. This is a receipt. Who's the only SV player who got 3 back-to-back? With the
This is true. This is true. Let me guess again. I saw the facts yesterday. I believe it was 85, 86, 87?
No, 86, 87, 88, 89.
87.
My 10th grade year, I got moved up.
Okay.
And I played against it was against Academy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first dude. I was
the Williams boys.
Yes, the Williams boys, Michael and Kevin. And don't forget about Michael Jones and Curtis Barnes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That team was stacked. Team was stacked, bro.
Yep.
And I had the opportunity, chance to be a part of that District 10 championship, man. You know, I think a lot of that it extends to, like, I got an opportunity, chance to play against all those guys at the Martin Luther King Center, Erie One, or the JFK. So it was like, I guess I can say some of the players at that time were fearful.
Rightfully so.
hey, can't take the Williams. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Mike. Come on, bro. Them dudes are legends.
Man, big time. Mike had a battery that never quit, and Kevin had such a smooth game.
Oh, yeah.
He was silky smooth, man, in his dribbling and his shots and passes and stuff. Mike and Kevin were just beasts. So no, you're right about that. Academy was something else, man. Erie has a lot of talent, man. This is a lot of talent. You know, big bro, this is why I do this show. This is exactly why, because some of these young bucks right now forgot. They forgot about some of these legends, man. And I'm bringing these stories back to life. And the last time you spoke to Erie media was what? High school?
High school.
And here we are on Etcetera with receipts, telling it all.
37 years later.
Wow, man. You have an exciting story, and we have a lot of viewers and a lot of people are putting comments in, and you know, and the one portion that I want you to really kind of dig into and take your time with this one. A lot of people, and including myself, we didn't know what happened after high school. Where did you go? What did you do, and how did that kind of trigger into what you're doing now?
Okay, deep dive.
Yes.
Okay. After I left Strongfitch High School, I went to a community college in Jamestown. I played for Jamestown Community College. I was MVP, regional MVP, all tourney, first team. And then, like, going into my second year, I don't know if I was burnt out or I was just kind of like, you know, how you like go through this thing where it's like, is this like what I really want to do?
Yes.
I want to play basketball, or do I want to, you know, like I was majoring in psychology, right? Yeah. So I was like, man, this is kind of like, you know. Yeah. But then also you have these outside entities, you know. Yeah. Think about it. New York. I got Buffalo, Ithaca, Albany, and what else? Where else is that little triangle? So I got all these surroundings, and then I got all these different, you know, athletic basketball players, you know, and sometimes peer pressure can pick up. True. You know, so I saw myself doing certain things that I normally wouldn't find myself doing. Yeah. And I had I told you this one time, I had a quick, like, a eye opener, you know. Yeah. Yep. And it kind of like changed my perspective on which way I was going. Tell me. And then I, you know, one morning I woke up, it was about maybe 4:30. I go to the payphone, I called my mom, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And she was like, well, you better call your brother, my brother Billy, out on the West Coast, and see if he can have you come out there and work with him. So I called him, told him I wanted to come visit. I just wanted to visit just to see what it's like. He said, yeah, come on, Harry, come stay with me for like 2 weeks, and if you like it, you stay. If you don't, you go back home. So I worked at a company called SnapType for about maybe 6 months. Got the money, got my ticket, and I flew out there with my brother Willie. And I was there just visiting, just checking it out, seeing what it was like. And Craig, my third day there, I kid you not. It's that saying where they say, at the right place at the right time?
Yeah.
I was at the right place at the right time. So I go to this park, very known, famous. A lot of UCLA players, USC players, they would go play at this park called Balboa.
Okay.
So I walk there, I'm dribbling the ball, I get there. It was probably maybe a mile away from my brother's house. Dribbling the ball, get there. And I'm there, I'm at the park, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, that's a lot of, I'm like, dang, I'm like, they balling like this here in LA?
Right.
Kind of remind me of 2nd Street Park. I'm like, damn, it's like a whole bunch of people like lined up. And then there was this lady, she had a video camera on a tripod. I see the guys lined up, they kind of like stating their name, turn sideways, and where they're from. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm just, all right, I'm still at the other end of the basket, shooting and layups and stuff like that. And the lady goes, hey, you down there. Come on, you want to get on camera? I was like, me? I was like, yeah. So I ran down. She did, she said, all I want you to do is stand forward, face me, slate your name, turn sideways, boom, 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 and tell me where you're from and stuff like that. And then I want the same thing that you were doing at the basketball court. I want you to do the same thing here. I'm just going to record it. So did that. Boom. Now I'm on my way back home after finish, throwing some more shots and just working on my game.
Yeah.
I get home. I walk in the door. My brother Billy goes, where'd you go to? I said, I went to the basketball court. And in my brain, I'm thinking like, did I do something wrong? He's like, the basketball, you went to the basketball? I said, yeah, I told you I was going to the basketball court, go shoot some shots. I was like, what did I do wrong? He said, no. He's like, you just went to the court? I said, yeah. I said, I had no other place I can go to. I'm in basketball court. It's only like a mile away. He said, yeah, I went to the basketball court. He's like, I said, why? What did I do? He's like, oh, Coca-Cola just called you and said you booked a national commercial. I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, whatever. He said, no. He said, I'm telling you. He said,
wait a minute.
He said you booked it.
Day three?
Yeah. I was like, day 3. Yeah, day 3, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Powerade, when Powerade first came out, I remember the soundtrack they played for the commercial was Snap, I Got the Power.
Yes.
Yeah. And this was also the first time I met somebody who could jump higher than me.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Joey Johnson.
Joey Johnson.
Played for Arizona State. If you don't know him, Google him. You can Google him right now.
Okay.
Dennis Johnson's little brother. He was 6'4". He had a 53-inch vertical.
Dennis Johnson's little brother. Okay.
Joey Johnson. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and him was on the commercial together, bro. It was like the director saw his ability and he saw my ability. He was like, okay, I'm gonna do some. We're gonna have a commercial where it's going the eye popping, jaw dropping, everything. So we're gonna sell some dope today. Yeah. So Craig, I'm in there. I do the elbow dump, right?
Okay.
And then there's a play. He does a play after me, where I set the screen for him.
Okay.
And somebody threw him an alley-oop. Craig, I kid you not. You know how you set his screen and you kind of like turn
around? Yeah.
His foot was right here.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, hold on. I'm like, wow. So we had to do it 3 times. Every time I would set a screen, I would make sure I turned and looked just to see where his foot was. I was like, damn. I was like, what?
Going back to Cali, boy.
Yeah, but
Wow.
remember, that's what I said. It's like when you actually in the moment, you don't know how high you are until you see it. But
Right.
I was actually able to see somebody who jumped higher than me,
Yeah.
and I can actually like turn around and look and like, dang, his foot was up on my chest.
That's
You
crazy.
know, and then you know how sometimes people will tell you stories about yourself. I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. And then you actually see the video and picture. It amazed me, man. So yeah, so that was my third day, and then a week after that, I ended up shooting a low budget martial arts movie, Dragonfire.
Dragonfire. Yes.
Yeah,
It's the very first one. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that was my very first one, bro. And you know, and after that, you want me to deep dive a little bit more? Keep going.
Let me do this real quick, and then we're gonna come back into the movies and the LA part. But your first love was truly artwork.
Art.
And I don't know if people out there, the viewing audience, the listening audience, if they have been able to see any glimpses of your masterpieces, but wow,
Bro.
incredible work.
That all started from my sister Betty.
Okay.
When I was like 7 years old, at that moment in time, I was a fan of Disney. I liked Mickey Mouse. And I asked her, I said, can you draw this? Because she was a seamstress.
Yeah.
She was a good sewer. And then I said, can you draw this for me? And she drew the picture for me. And after she finished drawing it, she said, now I want you to go do it.
Wow.
And I kind of like looked at her, I was like, I can't do that. I'm like, baby, I can't draw that. She said, Michael, go over there, take this pencil and draw. I want you to practice it.
Yeah.
Do it over. And now, Craig, I would sit there hours over. I must have drew that picture 1,000 times until I drew the picture over and over to the point to where it looked exactly like how she did it. And when I did it, I showed her hers, and then I showed her mine. I said, look at this. She's like, you didn't draw this picture. She said, you traced my picture. I said, no, I'm serious. I can show you all the other ones I did too. She said, all right, sit right here in front of me and let me see you do it. And I did it right there in front of her. She was like, man, she's like, you don't need me to draw anymore. Yeah. And then I had other brothers too. My brother Charles, he was a great artist. And then his girlfriend at that time, Ann McCormick, was a very, very awesome drawer. And she was like my best friend too. She used to always draw pictures of me as a kid. And then another good artist I had that was a good mentor to me was Vernon Payne, Moochie Miller. So he was a great artist. And then there was another lady who inspired me too, Miss Gallo. Okay. Yeah, she was my art teacher in the 3rd grade, 6th grade, 8th grade. Yeah, I mean, they always like implement, Michael, you should keep doing it, Encouraged you, yeah, encouraged me, you know, and I just kept doing it. I loved it, man. Yeah, like I said, if you gave me a comic book like Spider-Man, Conan the Barbarian, Hulk, Thor, that's all I did. I just read comic books, draw, dance, dance. You know, I just kind of like, I guess I was just trying to find myself, I guess, you know. But growing up in a family where everybody's all athletic, it's hard. Yeah. Especially you know, that sometimes you get in that mindset. Okay, my older brother Joe Blanks, jumping Joe Blanks. Yes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they got these nicknames they give like the Blanks. So I was sitting there going like, man, jumping Joe Blanks. Okay, boom. And you got Billy Blanks, the Marble Man, the Unstoppable Force. You know, all these different nicknames. Like, man, I'm like, okay. You got brother who plays football, basketball, martial arts, you know, all these different things. You know, I'm thinking like, man, that's kind of tough. You know? And like a lot of my brothers, especially one brother that a lot of people don't talk about. And he, I think, out of all the Blanks, at a certain moment in time, he was the best. And that's my brother David. Okay. Left-handed. Okay. Left-handed. He talking about Steph Curry. He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. He would shoot your lights out. And he only played 2 years of basketball. He played ninth grade. Put it this way, in the ninth grade, he made like all city, first team, um, uh, the who is who in the state of Pennsylvania. Like,
Yeah.
and then he got involved in the gospel, and he kind of like took 2 years off, and then he found out when he turned to 12th grade, he jumped in basketball again and excelled it. But if you would have played 10th, 11th grade, oh,
Yeah. Wow. That's something, man. I mean,
yeah.
it's in the genes, no doubt. That just talent all around. I want to showcase some of your talent, and then I'm gonna get your comments after that. Let me share this. I put a little something together here. Let me see if I can pull up the correct one, and it is this one. And here we go. Let me hit play. Let's turn this volume down slightly once it gets rolling. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I just your family is a huge inspiration to a lot of people in Erie, Pennsylvania. Um, you guys have just about everything covered. And then here you come out like Picasso. Come on, Mike. Even like I never would have thought it, man. I never would have thought it. And I'm like, man, he can draw. Like you, anything you touch, man, is just turns out great, and that's admirable, man. And see, let me just put it like this, right? Admit that I'm a guy of good taste for picking you as my hero, someone that I look up to because you got a lot in your package, man. That's outstanding. You set up those art pieces by the story with your sister and everything. How often, with how busy you are now, do you get to sit down and draw something?
Bro, every day.
You about to
You
grab
saw me look around. You saw me look around, right? every day.
Yeah.
I do it every day, bro. It's like my peaceful time, my getaway. You know, it allows me to do a certain expression.
Yeah.
You know, like I get a thought, something that comes in my head. It's like, okay, I gotta go either write it down or I have to draw it out. You know,
right.
I just kind of like ask for understanding, but it's kind of like it's my quiet time. You know,
yeah.
It keeps me calm.
Yeah,
it keeps me calm.
And getting back to we left off with Dragonfire, the first movie you were in, and you were in 17 films so far, 17 movies. Expect No Mercy, The Circuit, Dukes of Hazzard, The Reunion. Talk about some of these, man, and how acting kind of pivoted your life a little bit.
Bro, I think like in acting, like when you're doing martial arts or any type of action movie, I think when you get casted, there's a certain look that people look for, you know, and I guess in a lot of those movies and TV shows I did, I guess I fit the character. Like a lot of people probably don't know, I did Only in America. It was a Don King movie where I actually played Buster Douglas. I was the Buster Douglas that knocked Mike Tyson out, and in that movie. And then, you know, as a kid growing up, one of the TV shows that I sat down and watched with my dad was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes.
So for me to be a part of that, dude, it was like a dream come true. It was like, man, and it's like one of those moments, like proud moments, like, man, I wish my dad could be here to like witness it. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure at that time, if he was living at that time, I probably could have got him a part in the TV show.
Man, how cool would that have been for him?
Yeah, because even like when I was, like one of Daisy Duke, she's like one of my friends, and she kind of like, did a little. I'm gonna get you in there. I'm gonna get you in this part. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, I got you. Yes. I believe that if my dad was there, he would also been into. It's like a bond that we had and share. We will watch Dukes of Hazzard together. You know what I mean? So when I got the opportunity chance to be in that was it was like full stroke of like I still to this day it's like I can't believe it.
Yeah. So we as social media, Facebook watchers, we see a lot of the body theory get drenched. The training that you do, training of the stars, Magic Johnson, Vanessa Williams, Paula Abdul, and so many others, man. Talk about how you got involved in that. And, of course, your sister Irene is with you as well. How nice is that, training with your sister as well?
Oh, man. Like, when you say, like, favorites, I mean, I love all my brothers and sisters, but Irene is a kind of like person who nurtured, matured me, like guided me to become better as a young man into a man.
Yeah.
She was the one where, like, if anything was to happen to my mom would be like, go take care of my boy. Make sure he's good. So I give a lot of thanks and gratitude to my sister Irene. I love her to death. Yeah. So what got me involved in physical fitness, I think a lot of people forget that I had brothers and sisters who worked at the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, the Martin Luther King Center. So those type of like environments was always around my life. It was just what was going to bring the most out of me. And then like, when I got opportunity chance to go to California, my brother Billy had created a class called aerobics, which is a mixture of karate and aerobics.
Okay.
Again, it's like, I remember it might have been, I don't know, I might have been in LA for maybe a couple weeks. And my brother Billy goes, yo man, go teach that class. I'm like, go teach the class. I'm like, dude, I don't know that. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not sitting there going like, I know how to dance.
Yeah.
But you want me to go out there and lead the class? It was like maybe 60 women inside the room. I'm like, he's like, dude, you sit and watch me do this all day. Just do whatever you see me do, just do it. And I got out, all right, what do I got to lose? I get out there and like 10 minutes, every move that I've recorded in my brain that I saw him do, I did in the class. And then I was like, okay, I ran out of all the moves. And I said, what can I do next? So I started dancing. Started doing dance steps, and the ladies start following me. I was like, all right. And then now I'm tired too, because now I'm nervous, and now I'm doing cardio that I haven't done before. I'm moving fast, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't stop. And that was another reason why I got tired. He was like, yeah. He said, I thought you did good. He's like, but when you do class, you don't have to do every movement. You showcase the movement and do move around and kind of like help guide and motivate.
Training, yeah.
So I was like, I was like, and then my body was sore. It's like I haven't done like martial arts kicks in a long time. I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. And then I had two ladies. I give lots of credit to. I think I can say their names on here. They might be watching. Harriet Wasserman and Rhonda Shumakawa. I used to train them early in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. And what I would do is like 20 minutes of what my brother was doing. And I figured, I said, if I can motivate these ladies to continue, I think at that time too, they might have been mid-50s. I said, if I can motivate these ladies to follow me and move around, I figure I can teach anybody. And they would be like, they were like real hard on me, Craig. They'd be like, nah, I don't like that one. Nah. Transition was terrible. I was like, dang. I was like, and then one day it just clicked, and they were like, ooh, I like that. I like that. You know? Yeah. And then I asked my brother, I said, let me teach class. And I taught class. And then, I mean, I think a lot of people also know I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
So I mix music and stuff like that. I give credit to my cousin, Neil Crockett.
Okay.
He always, me and him used to always battle in the day. He actually showed me how to scratch and all that stuff like that on the turntables. And so I give credit. Shout out to Neil Crockett. And then, so I kind of like combine the DJing, like the MCing to the aerobic part of my workout. So it's like you go to the club, you sweat and have fun, have a good time.
Gotcha.
You know, and that's where I came up with the title Trench Cardio.
Gotcha, man. And the house is packed, man. I see so many different shots and videos and people are sweating, pumping in the sweat up. And it's it looks like a great workout. My last question for you, bro, and I'm gonna have to have you back on because there's more that we got to talk about. We'll definitely do this again. But what kind of advice can you give to someone that may be trying to find themselves like you, right? Whether it be athletically or in the arts or whatever it may be that drives them. What kind of advice can you give to that young person?
Never stop. Don't give up on your dreams. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I think young people. There's music in the background. Oh, I think what it is with young people nowadays is that they quickly give up if they don't see the results fast. You know what I mean? Yeah. The thing is never be afraid to fail. You don't know how good or how well you can be unless you do that, because that's what you learn from. Stay consistent, never give up, and believe. And then sometimes you kind of want to take that word believe and say no, because you can. It's just up to you or whether you want to do the work. It's the knowing, and a lot of us know what we can't do.
Awesome. Big brother Mike Blanks, it is my honor to have you on, etc. with the Woodards, man.
Oh, dude.
Thank you for carving out some time and being here tonight, man. Thank you so much, bro.
No, thank you, man. Dude, Craig, I want to give a big shout out to you, bro. You, as much as you say I inspire you, you inspire me too, bro. I got to tell you that, the later part of my life, my years, I have an opportunity, chance to work with autistic kids, and I know you have a Down syndrome son, and the patience and the love and the kindness that you have, that you show when you show those videos, dude, each and every time when I watch those, it kind of, I'm getting a little emotional because it makes me appreciate the things that I have even more with. Like, I have 5 kids, 2 boys, 3 girls, and kids, all they want is time. And with your presence and stuff, and the way you share your love and your kindness and your patience with your son, dude, I love you, bro.
I love you too, man. I really do. It's been a joy having you on. Thank you for those kind words, man. Those words keep me going, man. And you got to accept them kind words I gave you at the beginning of the show to keep you going too. You know what I mean? Sure. This is awesome.
And you got my number. You know where to reach me. You know where to find me.
Yes. Yes.
Anytime, bro. I'm here.
Just the beginning, bro. I appreciate you, man. And thanks so much again. I appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
All right. All right, everyone. Michael Blanks, man, from the Blanks family. He's just he's one in a million. He truly is. Still my idol. Love him to death. Just what a quality person and a great guy. What else do you say about a guy like that? Super talented in many different ways. Super grounded, super humble. And I just really appreciate Mike joining me tonight. All right. I wanted to thank my sponsors, Ray Dickerson, three-time state champ, Hall of Famer, my cousin. Ray, thank you so much for your support. My former teammate, Christopher A. Molesky, thank you so much for believing in me and your support as well. Your sponsorship means the world to me, both of you fellas. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, stay tuned to Etcetera with the Woodards on Wednesday night at 8:30. I have former Villa Maria and Edinburgh Hooper, Maria Vecchio Gartrell. She joins me on Etcetera in a hot seat at 8:30. We're going to reminisce and talk about some good times from back in the day. I can't wait to talk to Maria on Wednesday night, okay? For Michael Blanks, Craig Woodard Sr., this has been great. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Hey, make sure you go to YouTube, my channel, Etcetera with the Woodards, and subscribe. If you like these stories, please go to my channel and subscribe, man. I got to get some viewers and get some subscribers up there, man. Love you guys. Thank you guys. 814. Thank you guys for watching this one. See you on Wednesday.